and all the hipsters, all the those chubby green-haired tundra Wookiees. They want to have abortions, but no one will sleep with them. You know those. You're doing it because you're a filthy communist, and you're trying to unravel our society. Yeah, baby. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Kevin Downey Jr. podcast. Be free, stay free, with, of course, Gino Bisconte here, and special guest, American Patriot, Jay Sixer, former Army Ranger, and I'd love to talk about that some more. We got Lego Man here with us, folks. We got Robert Morse.
Hey.
And a live studio audience.
Well,
barely alive in that guy's case, but most of them.
Now, look at this. Lego Man. So, Lego Man was just on my radio show, which you should be listening to every weekday, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Go to linewsradio.com. And someone sent me an email saying, I wanted to ask Lego Man a question. I missed it. Can I send the question to the podcast? So we're a little crossover here. So this from
we'll follow on mission.
Yeah, some patriotic friends in Prescott, not Prescott, Arizona. It's Patriot Joey. He says, first off, thank you for your service, sir. Then he says, do you think it's a possibility that some treetop flyers dropped Rangers in Iran by now? Are they secretly prepping around the mountains in our urban areas? What's your take on it? Regards, Patriot Joey.
Well, I can say that there's probably a lot going on behind the scenes. Our American military is the strongest, most baddest military on the planet. And so if you think that we don't have our bases covered, you're crazy. I think that out of any administration that we've seen in the last 25 years, this one knows how to employ Rangers, if not the entire special operations community, as best as possible. We don't have a ROE anymore that prevents us from actually getting the job done like we had when I was in Obama's military. So, to kind of answer his question in a way that doesn't, blow the cover of men that are actually getting the job done, I would say rest assured the job is going to get done very efficiently, very violently, and then we're going to be out. This isn't another Iraq situation.
Right. Yeah. Right. ROE. He's a retired Ranger. A retired Ranger. As I understand it, if you want a scalpel type attack, you go with the Navy SEALs. But if you want a sledgehammer to really blow stuff up, you send the Rangers. Is
Absolutely.
Right?
There will be nothing left.
There will be nothing left. So, yeah. So, Robert's telling us about being a Ranger earlier today, and we had another question. We just want to get that through. Now, Robert, let me ask you this. Your book is still there. Yes. All right. Can you tell people where they can get your book, what it's about?
Absolutely, yeah. So the book Still There is a pretty long book, actually, so buckle up. But it is a book cataloging 3.5 years of my incarceration as a January 6er in 41 short stories. You can find it on Amazon.com. Type in Still There, my full name, Robert Morse. You can also find it on LegoManProductions.com with 2 G's, all lowercase, no space, for my production company, where you'll also see the movie projects that we've got going on. But, highly recommend it. Oh, there it is. Yay! Thanks, Joe.
A blur.
Yeah.
It's like a blur. That was actually super slow motion that you saw that. Otherwise, you'd never know it was Joe the Box. It was super.
Have you ever seen him move that fast?
Then again, given Joe's mentality, everything he does is super slow. Anyway.
So, it's Still There.
Yes.
And you're working on a couple of movies.
Yes.
I want everyone, in case you didn't see him or hear him on the radio show, folks, I'm just trying to catch up. So, he's former Ranger. He knows his business. Author, filmmaker.
Yes.
Holy moly.
Yeah, I've been very busy. Because we have a republic to keep. We have a country to save. And so I'm using every ounce of time and energy that I have to make our founding fathers proud and our Father in heaven proud. So, yes, the movie we're working on as of right now will be shot this summer, is a January 6th themed love story. So if you're interested in something like that, we will be filming this summer. and it's very exciting. Budget's about $15 million, and so
Wow.
oh yeah, this is a real movie. You know, we're going the next step. The documentaries have been great, but those can get trapped in an echo chamber. We're going to make something irresistible and undeniable, so that America is confronted with the lie of January 6th, so that this movie and everyone in this room and everybody that's been afflicted by it can finally bring the truth to the surface where it belongs. People can get compensated, and the way that they haven't thus far. And then once we're successful with the J6 movie, the very next project is a Roman epic that we're going to coincide with the 2028 presidential election.
Caligula 2. Cannot wait.
Well, interesting that you reference him, because I feel like we've had a Caligula in the White House. But I will say that this movie is actually going to be based off of the fall of the Roman Republic. Because if you know your history, the Roman Empire used to be a republic. And since we are potentially watching the death of our republic, which I refuse to accept,
Right.
It's going to be very powerful to see how Romans try to keep their republic over 2,000 years ago, and
Yeah.
see if we have anything in common with them.
That's a great idea. Everyone says if you want to know what happens to us, look at Rome.
Yeah.
Look at it. I don't mean Rome, New York.
No.
Where was that Fat Cats? Wasn't there a club there called Fat Cats Comedy Club in
Was
Rome?
it? Yeah, it was up. It was up there. It was close to. I always said Syracuse, but it was like in the outskirts, like it was Rome, New York.
What's that? Wait, the message from the booth. What's that? Oh, they're asking. All right, thank you. Thank you. So let's just do this briefly. Dan, here's what we do. We show videos of liberals being idiots, and we make fun of them.
Let's do it.
All right.
Actually, they make
Target-rich environment.
Yes, exactly. You beat me to it. They make it easy for us. And by the way, I was telling this story to my wife when I had to explain where I was for 4 hours after I never came home. But the Lego Man thing, one last time for my edification, that nickname came because when they went into your house and they needed some reason, the world we lived in,
Yes.
when, you know, the place was run by a Caligula with 2 G's, thanks for getting that. When they went in, they said, you have a Lego, what was it?
A Lego model
architect-
kit of the United States Capitol. So
And
they go into
said
my
you were gonna
apartment
use it for what?
to take over the United States government. So they claim that with my plastic children's toy,
Right.
this was going to be
Right.
the weapon to overthrow
Good
the
thing
United
they didn't
States.
find the slinky in your closet.
Well, I'll
Could
tell you what.
imagine?
I was telling our host here earlier that the Babylon Bee promoted an article that right next to my Capitol Lego set was a Lego set of Hogwarts Castle.
Right.
And so right after I was done storming the Capitol of the United States,
Yeah.
me and Voldemort were going to go storm Hogwarts. So it's a good thing they locked me up, because Harry Potter and the bunch would have been in a lot of trouble.
That's incredible.
You know, I had the Fisher-Price airplane with the people in it, and they came after me after 9/11, and I said, look, I'll catch you guys on January 6th. I didn't do this one. All right. So, you know, I'm going to start with something that, Gino, you missed it, and I think you might like this too, Robert. Let's go with number one. Things have gotten so bad that there are now self-defense classes for Muslim women.
Oh, no.
On how to defend them. Yeah, take it away. Number one.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
What?
It's here's why that's funny. Okay, let me explain right now why. Let me explain right now why I can't stop laughing.
Jeez.
Because they're not people. Do you understand? Like that. This is why we're blowing, we're bombing, and I'll say it again, bombing Iraq into the Stone Age. And someone
Yes,
said it back
yes.
to, and I corrected them. Like, no, they're like, no, into.
It's an upgrade.
It's an upgrade. My buddy told me that. But this is how they live. So if that was a woman, if that was any human being that was doing it, we'd be like, oh my God. But since it's these people that blow up for a living, and I don't know
Yes.
why I use living with these people, because
Yes.
the whole reason we're doing this in Iran is because their whole goal is, yeah, let's get to where we can bomb people, and then we'll bring back whoever it is, Allah, whatever that. But when she blew up, it literally is, her family would watch that. If you watched anyone in your family blow up like that, you'd be like, oh my God, her family went like this. Oops.
Yeah.
That's what her family
You know
did.
what? You know what? They're probably proud of her, though.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between the West and the East. The West, we value life, we treasure it, we're God's children. In the East, they're pawns.
Yeah.
The God that they serve would rather you die. And I'll tell you what, that video that we just watched, the self-defense video, she was defending herself from capitalism. She's defending herself from Christ. So she'll blow herself up. That's the plot twist of that whole video.
That woman is actually she was in the Iraq War, The second Iraq War. She's on our side. She just makes funny videos, usually with guns. Yeah. She's a chick with a huge booty who fires guns, and you watch your butt bounce. I mean, that's
totally
what I do.
illegal in Islam land.
Did she die there?
No.
What?
She makes funny videos. Her name's Bryn Woods, Brynn Woods, and she's hilarious. And that one,
she did have a great ass. I'm not going to lie to you.
I'm not allowed to make a comment.
Yes, you can. Allah would want you to see that ass. I'd like to Allah that snack bar.
That's how I wanted to kick
Thanks for getting that in the back. Thanks. Means a lot. The hooker loved it.
Oh!
I'm kidding. It's a joke.
Whoa. Folks, having fun here at the Kevin Downey Jr. podcast, getting things kicked off with the Muslim self-defense, and boom. I love that. I can watch that, and I will watch it again and again because she doesn't die, and that booty is still out there. Still out there.
No booties were harmed in the making of this movie.
Thank God. Thank God.
Exactly. All right, now let's see. Well, we got a minute, something. All right, let's do this one. Gentlemen, I just don't understand. Let's do number 2. What kind of a woman will sleep with a man like this? Let's go number 2.
Just don't lift me. You're hurting me. Ow! 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 Help! Help!
That man is his own birth control.
That is a man?
It is.
Use air quotes when you say it.
Wow.
The guy lost his vape. I'll start if it's on me. Hi, how are you? Look, this is why I always say thank God we still live in a normal world, or trying to remember the normal world where we come out, we live our lives, we do things. When you live your entire life online, you're like, oh, you think everything's going to end like the Hallmark movie you're watching, and there's going to be a feel good where the cops are like, he's right, and they're like, you're breaking the law. You can't. I'm waiting for the closing credits, and then he cries like a bitch.
Yes. Also, notice how easy that cop picked him up.
Yeah.
It looks like he weighs like 75 pounds.
Yeah.
You know.
My God, that is emasculating, but man, is it fun, folks? We got to take a quick break. You're not going to believe it. Sean Jenkins just walked in. Holy, speaking of Jenkins,
Hey.
Cookie
all right,
head.
we'll be right back.
You've worked hard and saved, but inflation and increased money supply are eroding your buying power. Protect and grow your wealth with physical gold and silver. Sound Money. With a Sound Money wallet, your wealth stays in your control. Buy fractionally, vault securely, ship directly, and instantly liquidate your gold and silver at the highest buyback price in the industry. Real money, real ownership. Visit tafwsoundmoney.info or scan the QR code and start securing your financial future today.
The America First Ultra MAGA Store. For all your MAGA needs. We sell t-shirts, tumblers, flags, hats, sneakers, bumper stickers, and a whole lot more. The most patriotic America First retail store. The America First Ultra MAGA Store.
At the America First Warehouse. Live at the America First Warehouse on a Friday, Real America's Voice, all across the country, 103.9 LI News Radio, all across your radio, Suffolk County, Long Island. Glad you're in.
Corporate transfer. Fine professional, moving and storage, and inventory management.
First Warehouse was really the most patriotic venue that you can ever imagine. We wanted to build something for people to be able to come to and feel so comfortable and so relaxed, because there is nothing out there like it. We give an opportunity for people to really feel good about themselves and about this great country.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Kevin Downey Jr. podcast. Be free, stay free. With a live audience.
Great.
With a live audience. And just walking in, Shane Jenkins is here, Jay Sixer, another Patriot. He's been on my show. He's been here. We're going to have him on, but he just walked in. So, Shane, we want to show you a little something. The world's getting so bad that there's now self-defense classes for Muslim women. Because, we got a problem here. So let's do number one again. We'll do that for Shane. Number one, check it out, Shane. This is you can see it. You can see it all over. Self-defense class for women.
I don't know you.
Stop.
No, it is not just you.
Stop. I don't know you.
Yeah. Out of control.
Out of control, baby. Out of control. All right, now, then we ran to a video of a man, some sort of a...
Something.
He may have male...
Bitch. We can say bitch, right?
I think he's a bitch.
Whatever. Like, this is why I like using words. Words are like
Words are great.
we're a species of people. We evolved. We were writing on cave walls. Joe the Box was there.
Yes.
We were writing on cave walls. Thanks for getting that. Trying to communicate with each other. We have all these elegant words, and now people are like, "Oh, I don't like that word." Words are like anything else. Words are like tools, and
Yes.
if you should use them for good. You could take a hammer, build someone a house. Take that hammer, kill a homeless guy. Two different things. Right?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Highly recommend the
Same
second
thing
one.
with a gun, though. A gun
Same
is
thing
a
with a gun.
tool. A gun doesn't kill anybody
Right.
by itself.
Yeah.
But
so
it's
when
about
I
the
say
person
that
who
guy is
uses
a
it.
bitch, I don't like. I'm sorry. Like I
kinda like calling him a
I didn't call
UFO.
that hooker a bitch.
I can't tell
Her
if that's a
pimp would
man or
kill
a
me.
woman. I can't tell if that's a man or a woman. So I think I'm just going to start calling that thing a UFO, because that's an unidentified flying object by the time the video ends. So
Well, folks, it's time for a bitch off. We're going to see who wins the bitch award. Let's do 2B, gentlemen. See, we're going to have a little bitch off here. So we saw the guy get picked
So
up.
I'm out here in front of Star Mountain. Oh, goddamn, dude, I'm fucking crying lately. But this is crazy, dude. Like, why am I standing outside of an elementary school because children are afraid to go to
Megan's
school?
Law.
And people are barely showing up. I was just talking to a teacher, and it's a ghost town. Some people will show, but barely any students will come to school today. Wake up, America. This is not okay. It doesn't matter what your fucking paperwork status is. These people are human beings. They're hardworking Americans that came here for a better life, just like our ancestors did, just like the Irish and the Italians did. And, they were treated the same way back then, but this continues. This hate continues. Wake up, America. Stand up for your Latino and brothers and sisters. Stand up now, please.
As someone
He's
who,
in front of a school when he's so uneducated.
yeah, how's he allowed within 500 yards of a school? Isn't that
Shouldn't his
yeah,
head
that's
cave
concerning.
in?
That's
think Megan-
concerning. He also slipped the Visine back in his pocket to squirt into his eyes before the clip started. Oh, I've been crying all day long. The reason why he's crying is because no one's there. He's been a loner. He
Yeah.
will continue to be a loner, and no one wants to hang out with a guy like that anyway.
And he
so.
shows up with the Mexican flag. Like, is that what it was behind him? Like, that is people on the left cannot fall over themselves enough. When you draw lines in the sand, the problem with the left is they change and flip-flop so much.
They don't stand for anything.
They don't.
No.
Bad
See, the
Trump
problem
bad.
is, the thing that he just said that gets me is they're Americans. Well, how can you be American if you're prioritizing another nation over our own?
Yeah.
I'm so proud of my country. I love America so much. I'm an American first and American only.
Yeah.
So when you're
No one
thinking,
else will take you.
Yeah, right. Well, check it out though. If you're going to say, well, these are human beings, there's human beings all over the planet, bro. That doesn't mean I got something in common with every human being.
Right.
Because there's monsters out there that look like men. But in America, we take care of our own. We have a constitutional republic. And I'll tell you one thing else. That guy is not an American either. Because if he's going to prioritize or stand up for another country, wave another country's flag, that ain't my American.
And you know what? I always got to ask, am I the only one that reads pedophile on that animal?
Oh, Oh,
Not
he's
at
hanging
all.
out at the school. Yeah.
There is a look. There is a look.
Yeah, because he could say, well, because I always say tyranny comes disguised as virtue. He could be out there going, well, I'm just going to wave the flag for all our Latino brothers and sisters.
Outside of an
look
elementary
at that,
school?
look at that 12-year-old. Hey,
Yeah.
I've got a white van full of candy. You know, I don't trust that guy. I don't trust anyone who coaches a little league team who doesn't have kids on it or kids at all.
Right.
Some,
What are you doing there?
A legal immigrant in California said, "Oh, I'm here illegally, but I'm a soccer coach." He rapes one little boy and kills another one.
They live
Good Lord.
they live a life of lies, and they listen to the things that will get them the most attention. And I'm sorry, I'm an American too, and I never. We talked about this earlier. I'm sure we'll lean on it. Like when the lockdown hit, I started wearing these headbands, but they're all American flags because you really come to love the country. And it's sad, and I'm including myself in this group. It's sad that I really started to love it when I realized we were losing it. When I realized, when they're mandating vaccines, when they're shutting people up, when they're giving you dirty looks for just doing what I can't remember what it is again. Oh yeah, the Constitution gives you the right to say.
Exactly.
And people lose their minds getting caught up, as I said before, in the language, and they think if they say the right words that they'll win people over when people that can think for themselves are offended when a guy like that is like, it's just like the Italians and the Irish. No, my grandfathers both came over, one from Sicily, one from, the boot of Italy. And when they got here, they didn't say, oh my, because of my white privilege, they didn't say, oh my God, you guys are white, take a slave of your choice, and do you want to be a lawyer or a doctor? They're like, you filthy guineas need to go to South Jersey and start farming. And shut the fuck up and do it. And they did.
Yeah, and they worked hard, and they
Yeah.
did the right thing.
Yeah.
And now they're here, and there's no problems. The thing I think it really boils down to is we have an identity crisis in America of what it means to be an American. Just because you're here and you eat our food and take advantage of the taxpayer doesn't mean you're an American. Just because you've been squatting in my country for 20 years doesn't make you an American. But if you fought for the country like I did, and if you're paying your taxes and working hard and trying to raise up, your kids on America's best, I think that's what makes an American American. So we got to figure that out.
Yeah.
We got to figure that out.
And I think it's also just the culture. We've lost our way. Like everyone from Italy and Ireland, they came over, Ellis Island on the boat, did the paperwork because they were raised right. People like the family, like
With
people,
respect.
we're getting away from the family
They
value.
didn't let anybody point any fingers at them, nothing
Nope.
like that. No.
Took responsibility for their actions, and now people don't do that anymore.
They took
because
responsibility.
The nuclear family's falling apart.
They knew who was responsible.
Yep.
All right. You know what, Robert? Can I ask how old you are?
How old do you think I am?
22.
22?
No way.
I'm glad
he
I
did
can fool
3
you.
fucking tours. Guys, at least 23.
Yeah.
So the reason I ask, and you'll know, Joe the Box will know, when I was a kid, if a man dressed as a woman went into the ladies' room at the local bar and grill, he wouldn't have come out.
As he shouldn't
Didn't he
have.
come out before he went in?
Boom.
Thanks again. And you said he was stupid. Call him stupid.
And now we're at a point where I can lose my job if I said, hey, there's a guy. That's a woman, you bigot.
Yeah.
Right. That's
now,
true.
this to me is I don't know what you would call it. Like, I know there's a color revolution going on, but this is going after the culture.
Yes.
And I think that you can be a traitor that way. If someone is here, let's say Ilhan Omar probably had to take the oath to serve the Constitution. How's that working out? But she can do these things and get away with it. I think there should be a situation where even if you're coming at the nation culturally, because you go after the kids, tell the kids the country sucks, and get them on our side. I think we should go after people like that and say, yeah, you took the oath, but at the same time, you're a filthy fucking traitor.
Check it out. I took an oath to protect the Constitution against enemies, both foreign and domestic. So that oath includes the fact that we already understand that we're going to have American enemies within our own country, on our own soil, who want nothing to do but to watch our nation burn. So the people who originated that oath were under the auspice that there's going to be people that are born and raised here and hate it.
Yep.
So I think to clarify that, again, we have an identity crisis in America.
Yep.
If we can figure out what an American is and what it isn't, then we can start calling it out.
Absolutely. Folks, we got Lego Man here, J6 or Lego Man, a.k.a. Robert Morse. Check out his book, still there, Morse spelled M-O-R-S-S. You can get it at Amazon or Lego Man Productions, 2 Gs, legomanproductions.com. Is that right?
That's right.
Boom. All right. Now, let's do this. There's a newer segment that I like. Basically, it's called Waffle House Warriors. So people are going to fight at Waffle House. And Gino, he's going to narrate the fight. He's going to tell us what's going on.
Yeah.
All right?
I really hope my fiance is watching right now.
I thought he was going to say, I really hope my fiance's not in this one.
Hey, she might have been. That's why I love her. She's a fighter, man.
Bitches love waffles, am I right?
Bitches be loving waffles.
Can we get these guys here every Wednesday?
Yes.
I'll drive.
All right, boys in the booth. Let's go with number 3, Waffle House Warriors, please. Gino, tell us what's going on.
To get right into it. She wore her dress blues for this outfit.
Now we're going to see some. We're going to see about an acre of ass pretty soon when that dress rides up.
Now,
There's some
look,
boobies.
They came looking for trouble because none of them have wigs on.
She likes her adversaries like she likes her Waffle House hash browns, sliced, diced, and scattered. Look at that. And naked, and half naked.
Oh, no.
What was she wearing to start?
They were filming a swimsuit commercial in Waffle House.
Oh, yeah. Who wears a bikini to a Waffle House?
They got in a fight over how much syrup they were using in the video.
This isn't about me.
It's about that weave that's on the counter now.
And now the woman is like that. That woman's like that creepy uncle you have. Hey, you can take your clothes off in the pool. Come on, we're all adults. It reminds me of that person.
You know that's a thing, right? People go to Waffle House to throw down.
It has to be.
That is the next UFC octagon right there is a Waffle House. No, it was not. Rangers do not conduct themselves that way. I'm just going to back everybody up right now.
I mean, at this point, I'm not kidding. How is there not like a show? You know, like Cops or whatever you want to call it. There's so much reality TV now. How is there not a show where they just have Waffle House fights?
Hey,
Waffle
Joe.
House fights.
Hey, Joe in the box, what do you think about a show called Waffle House Warriors? Where Gino and I just watch people fight.
Yeah.
All right, folks. But folks, we got to take a quick break in a few seconds. We've got Gino Bisconte. We've got Lego Man. Robert Moore's here. We're having fun. He's going to talk about his book. I'd love to ask you a couple more Ranger questions. We'll be right back after this.
Most people think they have options when searching for the best deals when they travel. But here's the shocking truth. 100% of the major travel agencies are owned by just 2 entities, Expedia and Booking Holdings. They claim to offer the lowest rates, but due to the hotel rate parity agreement, they all have the same pricing, limiting genuine competition. When you book through these sites, you act as your own travel agent, but the profits are going to organizations that don't support our patriot values. We cannot allow that to continue. So, we decided to make travel great again by starting a US-based travel membership platform, mypatriottravel.com. We are patriots helping patriots. Together, we can disrupt the travel industry by not spending our hard-earned dollars supporting the radical left. For just $29.99 per month, you gain access to true wholesale rates on travel, saving you on average 35% and up to 65%. Book as often as you like, with no limits. Keep your hard-earned dollars in your pocket and spend them on things you need and want to support. Go to mypatriottravel.com/TAFW and grab your membership today. mypatriottravel.com/TAFW, making travel great again.
Are you a true American? Then it's time to get connected. Download the America First Media and Television app and stay up to date with real news, bold voices, and live events from the America First Warehouse. From national broadcasts and exclusive shows to comedy nights, concerts, and special events. It's all right at your fingertips. No filters, no spin, just America First. Download the America First Media and Television app today and be part of the movement.
I'm sure you guys remember the platinum single, Justice for All, with Donald Trump and the J6 Prison Choir. Well, get ready for round 2. We're coming out with Anthem of the Free with High Res and the J6 Prison Choir. It's coming out now. It's pre-sale until December 19th when it drops. Get yours on all platforms, Google Play, Apple iTunes. Get it. It's going to be hot.
Justice for all, our voices ring. The anthem of the free.
It's me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue
in all the land.
The America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see, a symbol of unity. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free. In the America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be.
Baby, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching Be Free, Stay Free, a very special Be Free, Stay Free. We got two legendary, patriotic as can be J6ers. We've got Shane Jenkins joining us now to clown slap some communists, of course. And, of course, Robert Morris here, Lego Man, who I love they had an unopened box of Legos. Well, we got them.
Yeah.
we got their General Patton.
You know, they call me the architect of the insurrection. Can you believe that? Like, that's kind of a cool name. Like, I don't hate that one.
Yeah.
But are you serious? Like, they didn't think this was a bad idea in the car ride over? Like, oh, man, maybe we should rethink this whole thing. No, they're all about it.
It gets back to the buzzwords and how stupid people can be. Like, and now they believe anything. Like, that sounds good. Like the architect of the insurrection. They use these words, and people are like, oh my God, he must. It's always the Simpsons when they let Sideshow Bob out for the first time, and he had a tattoo that said "Die Bart Die."
Yeah.
And he goes, well, no, it's German for "the Bart thee." Anyone who speaks German can't be evil.
Oh,
that's
so
great.
stupid, these people.
That is great.
It's all about marketing, though.
Yeah,
what it's
that's
all about.
exactly it.
Catchphrases.
Semantics.
They were trying to sell the insurrection lie. And
There you go.
It's like the worst Seinfeld episode you ever saw in your life.
Yeah.
Capital Lego set, insurrectionist. He must have planned it.
I would be so embarrassed to say, I got architect of the insurrection. How do you not fire that idiot? Get
I know,
out.
right? Yeah.
That's the dumbest thing
I
I
hope
ever
Cash
heard.
Patel cleaned that guy out, man.
Yeah.
Massive failure.
Now, were there guards there who were worse than others?
Yes, absolutely. And as a matter of fact, there's videos circulating around the internet where there's people that are not only admitting that January 6th was an inside job, that this was a setup, but there's different guards that were in on it as well.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, and Shane can back me up on this too, even some of the guards that hated us in the beginning were converted over to our side because they saw that we were different than the average population. We prayed all the time. We sang the national anthem every night at 9. We were not conducting ourselves to the degree that they were used to observing from the casual inmate. So people that used to hate us ended up rooting for us by the time that Biden was almost voted out.
Well, and they saw us doing the hopium dens. That Rob, you kind of orchestrated that with the community. But we would do the hopium dens like a talent show that we would do, make fun of each other, poke fun, do skits and stuff like that. And then also on the holidays like 4th of July or Christmas or Thanksgiving, we would always get together and prepare these big meals and sit down together and pray together. And we would sing the anthem every night at 9 o'clock. So they saw the unity, and they, we treated when they gave respect, we would attempt to give it back, and that was something that we kind of always tried to make sure is understand that we're ambassadors for this movement, we're ambassadors for this country, we're ambassadors
of Christ.
Yeah, of Christ, yeah, especially. And so we want to treat those people with love, even if they hate us. We want to try to give them love and at least respect them. If we don't like them, we'll try to at least respect them. It was not always easy because at the end of the day, you've got people losing their livelihoods, their families, going through divorces, loved ones dying off, losing businesses and homes. And
Well, I'll tell you what, if you want to know exactly what he's talking about, this is your tool to get it done. Seriously, the Still There book, Shane Jenkins is in a bunch of different chapters. I give him credit for leading me closer to Christ in the middle of hell, and he didn't have to do that. But there is a chapter called The Hopium Den, where you get to learn exactly how I originated that, brought it up with Jeff Sable, and then made sure that people like Shane and everyone else that we were suffering side by side with didn't give up. So this is, and crazy enough, man, it's already been compared to the American version of the Gulag Archipelago.
Wow.
James O'Keefe.
I was hoping he was going to say Mein Kampf, but I'll take what I can get. Why is it called Still There? I'm sure you said it. I'm dumb. Is it because some people are still there? Why is it called that? Forgive my ignorance.
No. It's a great question, and the title is supposed to invoke that. So obviously, on a philosophical note, there's a part of me and Shane and every other January 6er that will always still be in that jail cell. We're still there.
How big was he before he left part of himself there?
Oh, I know, right? Yeah. Well, we all kind of went through in our different way, but the biggest reason why the title is Still There is because in the midst of singing the national anthem every night at 9, after about a week of me being in the DC Gulag of the Patriot Pod, I started screaming those two words. And at first, they're like, yo, this is super disrespectful. We just got done with the Colin Kaepernick thing. Like, why are you screaming in the middle of the anthem? My explanation was that my faith in my God and my hope in my country and my love of both is still there. Regardless of what they've taken from me, regardless of everything that they're going to put us through and everything that they've done to us already, my love of my country is still there. My faith in my God is still there. And so that's what you're actually seeing. The cover of this book is painted by my fiance. That's why it's titled Still There. But you're absolutely right. A part of us will always be in that jail cell. It's still there. Yeah. But I'm hoping that the faith of the reader in our country and our way of life will also be there as well as a result of reading this book. So
you make me think about it. It makes me wonder, like, what, because that has a different. Still There has a different meaning to me. It's me being labeled a tier 1 anti-government extremist and the government trying to crush me and still destroy me, and me yelling "Still There" was like saying, "Hey, MFers, I'm still here. I'm not giving up. You're not going to silence my voice. I'm never going to give up." And so
Wall Street kind of. I ain't leaving. Now you two were at the insurrection, right? Like I said. Now, and this is more.
I'm
proud of it.
Well, time out.
Allegedly,
flag on the play.
Yeah,
hold on.
But
whoa, no.
What?
There was no insurrection.
Oh, God forbid. Yes. It's the protests, exactly. The Fed surrection, I should be saying.
There we go.
Thank you so much.
The Fed surrection.
We converted him.
But this is more of the common sense thing. You were there, and how many guns did you bring with you?
0.
And you?
0.
And here's why it's a Fed surrection, not an insurrection, because, and this was where, in London?
I had 4.
This was in Canada? Yeah. It's America, okay? Right, yeah. And if we wanted to take over the government, we have the right to bring the very guns that our founding fathers told us we had the right to have for governments like this.
Right, yeah.
But you
Bingo.
didn't. You didn't. No one did. No, they found no guns. No one was caught with a gun. They did find a pipe bomb, but we can't see the video of the guy planting it. But that is more of the lack of common sense, where people are like, yeah, it was an insurrection. How?
Worst insurrection
You didn't even show
ever.
up with torches and pitchforks, you lazy pieces of shit.
Yeah, it was the worst insurrection ever.
Yeah.
Worst planning. As the architect, I will admit we totally
And
failed.
you were the architect. I forgot.
It's your fault.
Sorry, guys. I really let you down, man.
Next time, put the Lego thing together.
Yeah.
Someone asked me, someone who's on our site said, "Oh, when you stormed the Capitol," I said, we never stormed it. Yeah. Well, I mean, when you stormed, I said, we never stormed it. There was never, no one went, all right, now.
Here we go.
I love the lobster
We're
trap
going in.
phrase he uses. I said that to him. I'm like, that's what it is. Like, hey, come on in.
Yeah.
Stupid. Stupid.
There's plenty of videos circulating where you've got a guy clad in black who bashes out a window and then turns right around and says, "Come on in, guys," but then pushes people around as if they're the problem. We just watched you break the window, bro, and you're hiding your face so you can get away with it.
And then they tried to blame somebody else in a famous video I saw, right?
Yeah, a couple times.
Why was that big piece of wood there?
Are you talking about the gallows? Because
No,
that was
the guy who breaks out the window, there's a piece of, like a 2x4. He uses that first. Just happens to be on the front porch of the Capitol.
You're talking about Dominic Pizzola, the 2x4. Yeah, I mean, it would be like, I don't know that there. What's strange is there was a lot of items that were like broken
mysteriously
crutches,
placed.
flagpoles.
Well, it's like all those pallets of bricks that were lying around in every riot in 2020. Like, oh, it's like a Scooby-Doo cartoon. We want to break things. Wow, how'd these piles of bricks get here?
Well, and so, you remember somebody passed up like a sledgehammer through the crowd. Like, so when it would get up to the front, now this somebody in the front lines by the police officers have a sledgehammer, and you could really hurt somebody.
Up.
And yeah, so it was like, and I wonder who started that going forward.
Exactly.
It's like a cartoon. They would just reach out of the frame and pull something. It's like some Fed probably started, hey, use this, and they kept passing it up.
Bingo, dude.
I saw Antifa all over the place. You can tell because they've got a backpack with a hammer sticking out of it, which is not illegal to carry, so they didn't care. Well, and they got a face full of buckshot. You know who they are.
Yeah.
It's, hey, you with the blue hair. You might be able to. Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, the way that they emotionally charge people that day of, your prefrontal cortex is out the window. So, for example, there was people literally playing the bagpipes there. I don't know if you remember that or not, but they had little drummer boys walking around like we were in the Battle of Bunker Hill. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then you got people at megaphones saying, "This is it, Patriots. It's now or never. If you don't do something today, you're going to lose your country forever." Yep. We're getting tear gas. We're getting beat. There's the emotional stimuli is through the roof. What do you expect is going to happen?
Well, and I have a confession. I did take 2 Tomahawks to the Capitol that day, and I was watching people get the hell beat out of them in the front line of the Lower West Harris Tunnel. And I'm watching the people get beat trying to just push forward through the tunnel, not trying to fight their way through, but they were getting the hell beat out of them nevertheless. And I'm standing, there's a window behind me. I did strike a window with the Tomahawk. I didn't use the Tomahawks on any police officers or anybody else, but I did. So, I mean, I was thinking, if we're going in the building, let's take the path of least resistance and go through a window and not try to go through these police officers. And I think that was my one mistake for that day.
But you know what? You didn't light a cop car on fire. Yeah. You didn't burn down a federal building in Oregon.
You didn't shoot Ashley Babbitt.
That's right.
Bingo.
That's right.
So there's so many things that you didn't do that they treated you as if you had. You didn't burn down every city in 2020. You know, where's the repercussions for every Black Lives Matter and Antifa member who did absolutely everything they could to ruin our country?
Well, emotionally charged, though, too. You say, this is one thing. I watched them steal the election. It was the first election I had ever voted in, ever been eligible to participate in, and I voted. And I've been to prison before, and there's one thing you learn in prison. You don't ever let somebody take something from you. So I took that very personally when I watched them steal the election, and I'm like, you know, part of us I had some 1776 in my heart that day. And
me too.
The other part of me was wanting to protest and show up and support and stand there for my posterity, for my children, my grandchildren. But at the same time, like, then watching people have the hell beat out of them when they weren't doing anything. And then I got pepper sprayed 4 times and was hit from behind with the baton and hadn't done anything. And it's like, finally at some point, after we found out Ashley Babbitt had been shot, it was just like enough is enough. You know, I don't care if you're a police officer, if you're Mahatma Gandhi, if you're hurting people and killing people.
Lila Morris beat Roseanne Boylan to death,
Yeah.
and she was rewarded for it by going to the Super Bowl right after.
50-yard line.
So
unbelievable.
Yep.
Unbelievable, folks. Holy moly. We're going to jump into a video. We got to take a quick break. Now we've got Shane Jenkins here with us. It's like
party.
It is a party.
I say we push back all the shows, do this a couple hours. I mean, at least till I sober up.
And, you know, Robert, I gotta tell you, I don't really blame you. I blame Nancy Pelosi made me lose my insurrection that day. It wasn't you. I know you were in charge, but it was really Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, I'm the tip of the spear, man.
Way to follow that. That was just kind of messing around.
Hold that spear thought, folks. I got to tell you something. We'll be right back after this. Hold on.
You noticed your money just doesn't stretch like it used to? Your paycheck feels lighter, and your savings aren't growing. The culprits? Inflation and increased money supply. They've both been quietly eating away at your purchasing power for years. Today, the dollar's value has dropped significantly. You feel it every time you spend money on goods and services. Back in 1965, $1 or an ounce of silver could buy you a gallon of milk. Fast forward to today. That same dollar barely buys a couple of coffee creamers, while an ounce of silver would get you 8 gallons of milk. Gold and silver have held their value for centuries. If you had 2,500 ounces of silver back in 1965, you could buy a brand new Ford Mustang. Today, 2,500 ounces of silver would buy you 2 Mustangs. Similarly, in the year 2000, 628 ounces of gold would buy a new $170,000 home. Today, 628 ounces would buy you a $2,500,000 home. The problem? 95% of Americans don't own physical gold or silver. They think it's too complicated and too expensive, but it doesn't have to be. We offer a membership program that allows you to buy gold or silver with as little as $1. You can buy fractional amounts, safely vault them, or have them delivered to your doorstep, and you can liquidate them whenever you want at the highest buyback price in the industry. Ready to protect your wealth and keep your purchasing power? Scan the QR code or go to tafw.soundmoney.com to learn more.
If the vote count is accurate, then how come the number of voters is different? And if it's not accurate, then why was it certified? We are suing Letitia James and the New York State Board of Elections for a conspiracy against fundamental rights. This is not about who won. It's not about what party. It's about the fact that they don't care about your rights.
Live from Studio 6B on a Friday night, live at the America First Warehouse. Live at the America First Warehouse on a Friday, Real America's Voice, all across the country, 103.9 LI News Radio, all across your radio, Suffolk County, Long Island.
It's me, Joe the Box. And I'm John the Blanket with the America First podcast.
That's what I'm talking about. The Fred Rubino podcast coming to you from the America First Warehouse.
Welcome back to the America First Warehouse. We're still doing fighting every day, all day long.
Welcome to the Patriots podcast. Good evening, everyone.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the On the Right Side podcast here at the America First Warehouse in Long Island, New York.
Shane Jenkins here with another episode of Liberty's Cage.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our podcast, Red, Right, and True.
We are streaming live on America First Media and Television app.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Downey Jr. podcast. Be free, stay free. And yeah, we're back. Spear. We're talking about spears.
Big old spears.
All right. Britney Spears? Britney Spears?
Yeah. Even better. So the guy who had the horns, were you in jail with him, or they sent him to Florida?
I wasn't in jail with him, but I remember seeing him the day of.
Me too.
And he was walking around looking like an absolute maniac. I'm like, where are you from, bro?
Yeah. And
he lifts up his arms, and he summons these two ladies to get a picture underneath both of his arms, and goes, Arizona. I'm like, oh, my God. He probably flew here on a magic carpet from Arizona.
I think, I forget that cat's name. It might have been him.
Jacob Chansley.
Jacob Chansley, thank you. They call him like the
QAnon shaman. Yeah.
QAnon shaman. I call him QAnon witch doctor or Burning Man.
I called him Hager the Horrible. It didn't stick.
It didn't stick. So someone's yelling at me, Downey, you big old insurrectionist, blah, blah, blah. And she's screaming, and I said, there's not even any weapons. Shut up. Oh, yeah? Well, that Jacob Chansley, he had a weaponized flagpole. Oh. And I go, what is that? Weaponized. It had a thing on the end. I said, so you think we're taking over the greatest nation
I had
in
a
the world?
weaponized flagpole in college. Those days are behind me.
I said, you really think we're taking over the greatest nation in the world with the weapons of a caveman?
Yeah.
The weapon of a cave. Well, he could have. No.
Well, okay, you bring up a good point, and I want to get real with you because from my Ranger background, I know this to be true. This is the second book that I've cranked out. Me and Kelly Meggs wrote a book called One Question Remains that you can also find on Amazon that we wrote while we were in prison and had smuggled out of prison.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you go on to One Question Remains right now from Amazon.com, no buttholes were harmed in the making of that book, by the way. But we go into this, which is very important. Every single unit that goes out on target has what's known as a QRF, Quick Relief Force. And so if you have any kind of mission and it goes sideways, there's a button that gets pressed and people show up for reinforcements to protect the team that really got overrun and things went sideways. So there are QRFs all over the planet waiting to back someone up. If that was a real insurrection on January 6th, there should have been within 30 seconds a QRF of any kind of special operations community unit to show up and eliminate the threat around the Capitol. But just like I was saying to you prior, it sounds like Benghazi, where the State Department told people to not get involved. Yep. And if there was a QRF, which we all know there is to protect our nation's capital, that QRF was told, stand down, let the insurrection happen for optics' sake. And I know that from my military background, and I know that any QRF that's out there that does exist has those orders. Wow. So it was absolutely a setup. It wasn't just a lobster trap, because the cops are inviting people in and CNN gets, the footage that they want. It's deeper than that.
Wow. We know it to be true, though, because the Capitol Police went radio silence. They shut down all communications, and I believe they wanted a period of chaos followed by whenever they finally got determined to get everybody off the property, they were very easily able to
They got what they wanted. It was all optics.
We also know
That's
that the
all they
FBI
wanted.
had the HSI, I forget what that stands for, but it was basically their FBI SWAT team was in the crowd. They had a meeting weeks or a month or two before preparing for this whole event.
Exactly.
And they were in the crowd to kill teams, shoot teams, I believe, to stop people were they to have guns or to be actually insurrecting.
Maybe, do you guys, because this is what I heard, and I don't know why I'm asking you this, but because you've lived it, and I'm sure you heard every angle of it, but talking about the entry through the windows and stuff, but to get into the main rotunda, you had to go through, I think they're
magnetically sealed doors.
2-ton doors. And
that you cannot drive a truck through.
Embassy doors,
there's like Washington or Roosevelt, Walter Mondale, some big figure in politics. But those are the doors that they can only be open from the inside.
Exactly. Yep. So someone in the bubble bubble of the Capitol that has all the levers and everything at their disposal decides, oh, we're just going to open this door and open this door, open this door.
Those are the same ones they use on embassies all around the world, our American embassies. Those are the same ones.
And I thought
leading
of it,
a rat through a maze.
Yeah, and,
that's what
and
happened.
of course I thought of it because the same idiots are like, oh, they were they're like, well, they could have pushed it open. All those people,
absolutely
you
not.
would have squashed the people against the door. They
Exactly.
would have been crushed.
Yeah, to put it in context, Clay Higgins, a sitting congressman for 16 years, said, he goes, I've been here 16 years, and I couldn't tell you where Nancy Pelosi's office is. So for you to tell me that Joe Blow Hick from, Tupelo, Mississippi, came to the Capitol one day and just shot straight into Nancy Pelosi's office.
From Tupelo.
And
Call
so
them all idiots.
and so many lies.
Right. Well, they led him to there.
Yep.
He was with a group of people. They led him right in for the photo op. He didn't realize that he was the patsy, but that's
maybe he did. I don't know. But I will say this: when you're talking about Jacob Chansley, it's good to focus on him. And Fox News, I think shut Tucker Carlson down when he showed the world that not only Brian Sicknick was alive after Joe Scarborough lied about him getting his head bashed in with a fire extinguisher.
Yep.
Okay, so that was laid to rest.
Right.
But the fact that they are personally escorting Jacob Chansley through the Capitol.
Right.
Oh my gosh, do you want us to carry you to the Senate chamber, sir?
Yeah.
Like they're
Don't tear
opening doors
anything
for him.
up.
Like, come on, dude.
He says a prayer in gratitude.
Yeah.
For the cops who brought us here.
For their hospitality.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing me in, guys.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I saw him and I was like, man, I thought I was patriotic. This dude, I need horns.
That was a good outfit, man.
You thought your hair was enough. You thought your hair was enough.
Well, I'm going to rock it with his bad hair.
The common sense thing I always say about that is and it ties into the election being stolen. Why would it be? Oh, Trump could have no. Okay, because if you think the election was stolen, and I do, and you believe in the democratic process, and obviously you heroes do, then you're like, let's let the process go through. And if you're Trump, if you feel the election was stolen, you want the process to go through so you can prove me wrong. If you know the election was stolen because you were behind it, you don't want the process to go through.
Exactly.
So why would the man screaming, this was stolen, say, don't let it happen? No.
Right,
no,
right.
and
he's not the threat to democracy.
Nope.
The Democrats.
And
are.
I've always said, I heard this, and it's another common sense thing that got through my brain. It's like, thank God they stole 2020, because when Trump was coming in 2024. Excuse me. That was the Democrats. Like he would have been leaving, and not only would he have been leaving, there's a good chance Rhino Mike Pence would have been taking over.
Exactly.
And it's like he spent those 4 years saying, "All right, you do what you do," and now he came in, and thank God we're bombing Iraq to hell. Thank God we are. Thank God we're taking all of China's stuff, and you get these people. And again, thank you for your service, guys. You get these people like that guy Kelly, who's speaking of stolen things, like
Mark Kelly.
Yeah, Mark Kelly. He didn't steal Lake Seat, but whatever. And he's sitting there saying like, "Oh, the war's going terribly." You're a disgrace.
Yeah.
You're a disgrace.
You know what? Now, I hate that any Americans will die in Iran. I know it's a worthy cause. I know that what he's doing now will save generations of Americans from, nuclear holocaust. We'll start with that.
Yeah.
Okay,
But,
to contribute to that point, though, the team that I was in here with yesterday from Amsterdam, the woman that was interviewing me, she's from Iran. And so we kind of leveled because, she had to flee from that country because of the Ayatollah. And so I was able to break it down to her during an interview. I said, what happened to your country is what I'm trying to prevent happening to mine. So if we're going to bomb anywhere to make sure that this doesn't creep into the American border, it's Iran.
Yeah.
So that scourge of tyranny does not invade. I'm thinking like you fled from that place. You know how horrific it can be. And the fact that they tried to kill President Trump twice, the fact that they've been sponsoring terror throughout that whole region for as long as I've been alive, it is kind of an American first thing to a degree where you're like, you know what? Maybe we need to get rid of this threat right now while we have a chance because they've tried to personally kill Trump and personally kill everybody in the region. And the Iranian people deserve better.
Yeah.
They really do.
And the world will be a better place.
I think so.
I kind of disagree. I voted for Trump and supported Trump because he said no more wars. So I'm against going to war with Iran. The silver lining for me of us bombing Iran and going to war with Iran is I feel like we are doing it for another country, Israel. And I see that a lot of our people that are like-minded like us are very frustrated that we are in that situation. And I feel like this could be the catalyst that causes us to decouple from Israel. And I really am, that's my silver lining to this, is that the people are sick and tired of being Israel's bitch, and they're tired of it, and so they're ready.
So let me ask you
for us
this,
to
because I don't
decouple.
disagree with you on that either. So do you think this is why Trump did that?
I possibly so. You know,
'Cause
they
he's
say
not a
5
dumb-
each.
he's not
I
a
would
dummy.
argue Trump is looking at Iran like a lot of people look at Israel, and I heard Israel's like, look, if you don't get in on this, we're
Right.
just going to start dropping nukes on all these other people, and then it all blows up.
He's like, I
And
want to
that's-
drop some nukes.
Yeah, that's where Iran
You're
was
leaving
going to
me
be.
out of the nuke party.
But that's where Iran was heading, and shout out to Rubio.
Yeah.
I love how this is the thing about the people like Rubio and Trump. You can find clips of Trump in 1980 saying, this is what I would do if I was president.
Right.
He did. You could hear Rubio saying in 2015, it's like, this is what's going to happen. They're going to,
Right.
and then it's going to get to the point where we can't attack them.
He pointed
So I
the finger
get why-
back then,
I
and he's
agree-
pointing the finger now.
Yeah, and I agree with you to some extent on the Israel thing. I do. Like, and I still think Charlie Kirk, I'm not suicidal.
Right.
When he came out against them, they're like, you're done.
Is your
You can't have
left shoulder ticklish by any chance?
But I
Pointing at
honestly
the
think
point at
that-
the biggest anti-Semite in the room.
when he said when he was going, you know what I hate? I'm like, don't say Jews. But what I'm saying, but I'm telling you, I don't think there's, and I'm
It
asking,
starts off as a finger. Let me tell you about Uncle Bobby. It
Just
starts
the
off-
tip.
Yeah.
Just the
That's
tip.
the tip of the spear.
why am I even here? This is hilarious. Why am I even here? But I don't think this.
I'm gonna make some alterations to that.
I'm going to take my flagpole out from college. I don't think
It's weaponized.
I
How
don't
sharp
think
is
it's
that
war.
flagpole?
I think it's an excursion until we put boots on the finger again. I think it's an excursion. There's something in my ear.
I hope it's not a spear.
I still think it's an excursion until there's boots on the ground, and I don't think there are boots going on the ground. I think Trump, it's classic Trump, and I see the timing. He's
Except
like,
for those
hey,
Rangers.
he's like, maybe we'll have to put boots on the ground, and they're like, well, all right, I dare you, and that's not going to happen. He's 10 more days of this, and then they're going to just sign
Well, he
any
did
treaty.
say they're almost wrapped up.
Yeah.
He did say we're almost done. So
But now England's coming. Go home.
it's like when you're done making dinner and someone says, "Hey, can I help?" You're like, "No, you can't."
Yeah.
The redcoats are
dinner's
coming.
made.
The redcoats are coming.
It's like when the check comes and then you sit there. It's like, and then they pay. Oh, I was going to get it. No, you weren't.
No, you weren't.
Suck it, Starmer.
Starmer. Kier Starmer. What a Nazi. He's a communist, but he's a Nazi. Folks, we're
Don't
going to
make
take
me
another
like him.
break. We've got 2 more segments coming up. We're going to show some
so much
videos.
fun, man.
And we're having fun. We'll be right back.
You've worked hard and saved, but inflation and increased money supply are eroding your buying power. Protect and grow your wealth with physical gold and silver. Sound Money. With a Sound Money wallet, your wealth stays in your control. Buy fractionally, vault securely, ship directly, and instantly liquidate your gold and silver at the highest buyback price in the industry. Real money, real ownership. Visit tafwsoundmoney.info or scan the QR code and start securing your financial future today.
The America First Ultra MAGA Store. For all your MAGA needs. We sell t-shirts, tumblers, flags, hats, sneakers, bumper stickers, and a whole lot more. The most patriotic America First retail store. The America First Ultra MAGA Store.
All right, live from Studio 6B on a Friday night, live at the America First Warehouse. Live at the America First Warehouse on a Friday, Real America's Voice, all across the country, 103.9 LI News Radio, all across your radio, Suffolk County, Long Island. Glad you're in.
Corporate transfer. Fine professional, moving and storage, and inventory management.
America First Warehouse was really the most patriotic venue that you can ever imagine. We wanted to build something for people to be able to come to and feel so comfortable and so relaxed, because there is nothing out there like it. We give an opportunity for people to really feel good about themselves and about this great country.
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Joe the Box joining us, joining the boys here on the stage as we.
I'm really happy to be here. Is my timing, my mouth, as the camera? Are you guys see that, or am I behind? No,
you're
right
on
on time. Look at my girl over here. Wah, wah, Marilyn Monroe. Right? We could change the background. You guys could have anything you want back here. The America First Warehouse, committed to America First values, fun. Right? You guys know how to have fun. Gino, you forgot how to have fun.
I'm such a wet rag.
You are. Wet rag is not the word. Hot, wet, doggy, smelly rag sometimes, too. I'm only kidding. That's only his headpiece.
American flags headband really combined it all.
Can I make me like a little kid, you know?
It's good energy in here. This is what
you
people
make
don't
me
know.
that
Should
way.
we be on
You
YouTube
and-
in our
you
home?
and KD
No.
You and KDJ make me feel like that.
We bring out the kid in you.
The gift of laughter. The gift of laughter.
So let's make being locked in a jail cell 4 years for your country funny.
Yeah.
We can do that. We can do that.
We could do something
Well,
like
I'll tell you
that.
what, the best revenge on the devil is laughing at his best efforts.
Yeah.
That's how you really get back at him. Yeah.
I talk
mock
ab-
the devil.
I talk about that in my act. Like, people are like, oh, you talk about things like, you're right. Because it's easy to laugh at what's funny. Like you said, at pushing a retarded kid down the stairs.
Yeah,
but
that
when
was
you
right.
can laugh in the face of a bully, in the face of evil, you know.
You take all of his power away.
Take all of his power away. Couldn't have said it. Thanks for speeding up my ramble. Yes. Yes, and if you
It
can
could go on forever. I've seen it.
I know
So
you liked
true.
having me here.
Is this his show, Kevin, or your show? What's the story? We got to keep him in his plane.
And now the rest of the story.
Yeah, he just put the plane in the air while I'm pushing down on the rudder. But it's true, getting back to what you said. And laughter heals you. We talked about this. Like,
Yes.
that's one thing that they tried to during. This is why Fauci is going to hell. Because he had 2 jobs. Okay, 2 more than I've ever had in my life. He had 2 jobs. Keep us informed and keep us from panicking. What did he do? Confuse the hell out of us and
Misinformed.
terrify
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when you're
Yes.
terrified, like when you're ill at ease, when you're diseased, that
Yes.
makes you sick. That makes you anxious. That makes you susceptible to stupid, rash action. But when
Absolutely.
you're laughing, every organ in your body is there from the moment you're born.
Okay.
And you heal it through genuine laughter.
I want to capitalize on that
Please,
because
take it.
when I made the Hopium Dens, and including Shane in some of these acts, it dawned on me that God is in the laughter. And I think that's one of the big reasons why laughter heals, is because our God is the God, he's the great physician. And so if he is the ultimate healer, then if we can laugh, not just at the enemy for what he tries to throw at us, but just laugh in general at our humanity, at our flaws, and not kill each other for it, but build each other up and provide an opportunity to heal side by side with one another in complete opposition to what we went through as a team. It dawned on me that God is in the laughter, and I know that he was healing men and women throughout the country through the Hopium Den thing that we maintained in the middle of hell, in the belly of the beast.
I think the key word, though, is hope, because you think about what we were going through, and I mentioned it earlier, losing family members, going through divorces, losing homes, losing businesses, losing your livelihood, family suffering without dad typically at home, and it's like, if you lose hope, that's a dangerous place to be. And I think that was why the Hopium Den was so important, because it gave us some laughter, but it also, Jesus Christ is the ultimate hope, and that's why I was
Yes.
honored to host Bible study and do all that stuff.
Yes.
But that was something that was my concern, was that we would have somebody commit suicide, or somebody, we had people committing suicide to avoid going through what we were going through. And so that levity in that midst of the forge of the fire was a vital thing for everybody's mental health and emotional state to keep us.
And tying laughter, watch this segue, tying laughter into what is coming up, our 250th, birthday of the country.
Oh, yeah.
I say this, people that can laugh at themselves will do better. That's what you need to be able to do. And the older you get, the easier it is, okay?
Yes.
And we're 250 years old as a country. Woo! Okay. Yeah.
That's right.
And if you
Made
can't
it.
laugh at some of the
Happy
stuff we did.
birthday.
What's that? Yeah.
Happy birthday,
You were
Mr.
there the whole
President.
time.
Oh,
But
you
if
know
you
what?
can't laugh at what you've done, as a kid, like, remember in high school when you drank so much you threw up all over yourself or crapped in your pants? It was a great idea at the time. Remember slavery, which, again, was normal then? Great idea at the time. No. It's 250 years later.
Right.
And you have to, and when the politicians tell us that we're white supremacists, even though this does look like a Klan rally. Thank you, Grand Poobah. When we were in New York City, when we were like with every race, every religion, and these people in gated communities are like, you're the problem, suck it.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what, on that fact of this nation having its 250th birthday, the coolest hopium den we ever had, and it's in this book too, it's one of the chapters, was we had the 6th hopium den on the 4th of July. And I started the show by singing Ragged Old Flag from Johnny Cash. But at the time when, the old man on the park bench sitting there talks about, we're kind of proud of that ragged old flag, Jeff Sable unfurled a flag over the catwalk that he made out of a bed sheet and Kool-Aid powder for the colors of the stripes and the stars and everything like that over the catwalk to fall. And so with a crowd of about 80 men, they all rise to their feet. They're crying, they're screaming, they're howling. And you remember because you were watching it. That hopium den on our nation's birthday, celebrating freedom, even though we had none, was one of the most profound experiences of my life, and I think arguably it was the coolest 4th of July anyone could have ever experienced.
Yeah. God
But
bless you.
Also, I think about, do you remember, I'm a weenie, I cry a lot, but I remember watching the 4th of July fireworks through the window of the bars of the jail, like out the window, just, and being thrilled to see it, you know what I mean? But going through hell, but just like thankful that we live in the country that we live in. Hate what we're going through, hate our government for putting us through it, but I wouldn't rather be, anywhere else in the world.
And the people that aren't in jail, like you hear a story every day. Like in Arizona, some guy was listen to this, some guy was charging his Tesla, okay? And it was a bad area, and some homeless guy that you're not going to believe this had 20 previous arrests, including menacing with a weapon and assault and resisting arrest, stabbed him. Now, while he's stabbing him, it's not a big deal, but another homeless person comes and steals the emergency vehicle of the people rescuing him, and while they're chasing him, and of course he crashes it, the guy bleeds out and dies. And the people that did this, they're not in jail. They weren't in jail despite 20 arrests. You guys were in jail, and it's galling, and that's why I'll say it again. People that use the word murdered in the same sentence as Renee Good, you deserve to live in a country where you think the guys in charge right now are the fascists, the guys that didn't mandate the vaccine, the guys that didn't put heroes like this in jail. The guys that didn't create an entire January 6th committee that didn't have any representation from the right, just to paint a lie, the optics, they deserve that.
Absolutely.
But we don't deserve you two. Thank you so goddamn much.
Appreciate you, brother. Love you, man.
Now,
look at that crowd. That crowd is full of J6s, by the way, if you go back to that. Anybody involved with J6? Yeah, all of them. They're all of them. Line them all up for their new mug shots. The America First mug shot we're going to be getting. Here's another one. Don't worry.
He just got in from the North Pole over there.
He was a little late, but we know he was there. We know it for a fact.
Everyone settle down. We might go take over the airport diner. Look at these insurrections. You know what, guys upstairs? Let's do video number 4. This is Fight Night with Gino. Gino's going to call the fight. Gino, hold on. You tell me what's going on here. Now, you've attacked a few pregnant women in your day. I know that.
A few. On the ride over.
Define a few.
Just on the ride over.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, come on.
Now, I think one of them's pregnant.
Whoa, look at that jump, though.
Yeah.
They've got ups for a pregnant woman.
Now,
look at this.
Yeah, one of them's pregnant. I think Gino sent his hench wench after the pregnant one. I think that's Gino's baby.
Tag out. Look at this.
Kick ass, man.
What precipitated this?
Waffle House, yeah.
Waffle House.
They walked into the Waffle House and those people were fighting. We'll just go outside.
Yeah.
Man, that
We'll
was
just
great.
do it outside. We'll get flapjacks later.
Yeah. Jeez. I couldn't tell which one was pregnant, though.
I think the one in the blue.
She was pregnant?
She needed the money. All I know is this is
Andrew
thanks for
Dice.
getting that.
Yeah.
This is why social media, and I'm sorry I always bring back to this. This is why social media is normalizing stupidity. Okay,
Yes.
because rather like this is a show. Okay, I used to work for Compound Media. I did stuff with Artie at DirecTV, and I know it's name dropping, but I'm just saying and when you'd say, oh, well, we got Lego Man on the show. Oh, really? What's his Zoom? No, he's on the show. He comes, there's so much energy in this room. Okay?
Oh yeah.
Even big dick energy in your case, Kevin, believe it or not, but there's energy in this
Tip
room.
of the spear energy.
And when people don't get that energy, they sit at home. It comes out in ways like that. And then you film it to entertain the masses.
That's actually a good point. So when you glorify stupidity,
Eventually, it's been over an hour.
Well, when you glorify stupidity, when you encourage that kind of behavior, and you have no faith in Christ, no identity in Christ, you then descend into madness and thinking that, well, the only way I can get validation and attention is by making an ass out of myself outside of the Waffle House. Yeah. That is not how Conor McGregor started his career, guys. So that's what I mean. But you bring up an excellent point. I talk about the catalyzation of the American in both of these books, where there's an actual movement to make sure that the citizenry of American goes from a bipedal, upright, self-righteous, self-thinking, self-autonomous human being to a quadruped that can only speak when the government allows it and is only allowed to eat what the government will provide and is completely at the mercy of a tyrant.
And aren't fighting it. They're like, yeah, I guess they just think that's how it is.
Exactly.
Yum, yum, communism. Give me some more.
Animal Farm.
Oh, yeah.
All
Animal,
animals are
George
equal, but some
Orwell?
animals are more equal than others.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what? We're not going to get to the most of these videos. Let's do this.
Give me a good one, Kev. Come on.
All right. 30 seconds. Okay. You know what, then? Let's do number 8. Let's liven it up. Number 8. This guy went to mess with ice, and he set himself on fire.
No shit.
I love these. I love these.
Be a real man and actually want to set yourself on fire.
Yeah.
I think that's a girl.
All right. I just want to see Antifa burn for a moment. Folks, we're going to take one more break.
It is satisfying.
We're coming back for more of that stuff.
We got one more. Hold on.
Most people think they have options when searching for the best deals when they travel. But here's the shocking truth. 100% of the major travel agencies are owned by just 2 entities, Expedia and Booking Holdings. They claim to offer the lowest rates, but due to the hotel rate parity agreement, they all have the same pricing, limiting genuine competition. When you book through these sites, you act as your own travel agent, but the profits are going to organizations that don't support our patriot values. We cannot allow that to continue. So, we decided to make travel great again by starting a US-based travel membership platform, mypatriottravel.com. We are patriots helping patriots. Together, we can disrupt the travel industry by not spending our hard-earned dollars supporting the radical left. For just $29.99 per month, you gain access to true wholesale rates on travel, saving you on average 35% and up to 65%. Book as often as you like, with no limits. Keep your hard-earned dollars in your pocket and spend them on things you need and want to support. Go to mypatriottravel.com/TAFW and grab your membership today. mypatriottravel.com/TAFW. Making travel great again.
Are you a true American? Then it's time to get connected. Download the America First Media and Television app and stay up to date with real news, bold voices, and live events from the America First Warehouse. From national broadcasts and exclusive shows to comedy nights, concerts, and special events. It's all right at your fingertips. No filters, no spin, just America First. Download the America First Media and Television app today and be part of the movement.
I'm sure you guys remember the platinum single, Justice for All, with Donald Trump and the J6 Prison Choir. Well, get ready for round 2. We're coming out with Anthem of the Free with High Res and the J6 Prison Choir. It's coming out now. It's pre-sale until December 19th when it drops. Get yours on all platforms, Google Play, Apple iTunes. Get it. It's going to be hot.
Justice.
It's me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land.
The America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see, a symbol complete. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free. In the America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Be
Look
Free,
at that
Shave
crowd.
Free.
Fantastic.
Look at that
We got a
beautiful
live
crowd
today.
of J6ers. What a
in the
community.
crowd. What up?
J6 is all over the joint. Now, I want to show you guys something, and I want to say something about J6ers. If you read, you'll see this one went, admitted to having pepper spray, or this one had a pocket knife. If I brought that stuff, allegedly, it was for Antifa. It was not to take over the nation. Right. I'll be honest, and I'm a little disappointed I was left out of the plan where you broke out your Capitol Lego set and showed us all where to go. And
he's selfish.
Where to poop. And no one pooped on anyone's desk. That's a big lie.
Oh.
So many lies. You know what, though? Hey, guys upstairs, let's go with number 9. Let's go with number 9. So you guys have been through the process. Look what this idiot's doing.
Look, y'all.
Can't they use this against him?
Oh, I saw this.
If y'all can get me out, y'all put some money together to get me out, I'll do it.
Talking about killing Trump.
On my mama. I swear, I'm not even joking.
Now,
I'll do it.
You had a Lego set,
get me
and they
out.
attacked you. This guy's saying, I'll do
Y'all
it.
can get me out
Get
and
me
then
out.
get me out of America.
How is this guy not going to jail? How is this guy not getting
I'll
droned
do
right
it.
now?
For the people.
That's an actual threat
Not a
to
threat.
our country.
Yeah.
He admitted it.
To make
That
it
guy's
real
an enemy of the
some
state.
bullshit.
He said he would
prosecute him, lock him up, give him the death penalty because you're trying to kill my president. That means you're trying to kill the rest of us.
Yes.
So, no.
He said he would be a suicide bomber if they got his family out of the country.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Okay, and I will say this. I just want to say this real quick. If it was Biden and he got shot through the ear or almost got killed or whatever it is, because I'm an American, I would still get pissed off about that. Because the commander-in-chief, regardless of how rotten you are, as much as I want him to pay and Obama to pay and Bush to pay for everything that they've done, okay, don't get me wrong here, but because that's the leader of my airplane that I'm flying in right now, I don't want it to go down. And so if you're trying to kill our president, regardless of whether or not I voted for him or not, stay the fuck away from my president, man, regardless of who it is.
How about that dude, the Air Force guy that's saying, I'm not going to take illegal orders. And I think that's what you're kind of saying, man. Mark Kelly. I wouldn't have arrested you guys. I would have not taken illegal orders and taken you guys down.
That's
right. Or create the problem and encourage the problem. These guys knew about it.
Right.
That's the difference between the right and left, if you ask me, one of the many, obviously. But it's like during the Trump administration, Trump 45, I like calling it because it pisses them off, reminding me. During Trump 45 and Trump 47, everyone on the left, that's not my president. Am I wrong? During Biden in 2020, weren't we all like, this is our president?
Yeah.
We didn't say not my president. We were like, this is our president.
But the catchphrase aged like milk for
let's go,
them, though.
Brandon.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Yeah.
he shouldn't have been our president.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like I said, if he had gotten killed, as a country, we all would have been pissed off. We all would have mourned, and we wanted
Kamala
to hunt
would
that
have been
guy
president.
down.
We would have been
Exactly,
lit.
yeah. We'd have been real pissed off then. But that's the thing.
Yep.
If we can unify on that point alone, I think that's, again, we were talking about the identity of America. If you can't unify on the fact that having a president be assassinated on live television is a problem regardless of what party he's from, then you're probably not an American.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So we saw the way the left reacted to Charlie Kirk being shot, and that was I believe that Trump is far more hated than Charlie Kirk ever was.
Oh, yeah.
So there would have been celebration.
know
He's
what
the
someone-
king. He's the king of hatred.
You know what
They hate
someone
him.
said that you reminded me of? I had a guy on my show this week. But he said it. He's like, I'd love your thoughts on this. You know what we've gotten away from that really does unify the country regardless like that? The concession speech by the loser of the election.
Ooh.
We didn't get that, because it used to be, think about it. It really blows your mind. It's like they'd be like, all right, I lost. we're gonna get our shit together, and you rally your party, and you say we're gonna transition to the other party, and it's a bonding thing for the country. You didn't get it from Hillary because she was drunk and angry.
Yes.
You didn't get it from Trump because it took them 4, 5, 6 days to steal the election.
Yeah.
And there is something about it. Am I wrong? Where it's the whole country's there. It's like the gracious loser. It's like, all right. You got me. Yeah. We'll move forward.
Listen, brother, here's the biggest problem. And I'm going to tell you, I asked them straight out who won or lost to 2020. It was really Trump, 47, 46, 45, 47. He took all three of the elections. So don't bullshit me and don't lie to me and say Joe Biden was the president. Right. That was an insurrection on their part.
That's 100%.
And it's so true and proven over hundreds and hundreds of ways.
Yes.
Open your lying eyes. Shut the fuck up. I won't even let them in the house.
There you go.
They don't belong here in the America First. And the ones, thank you very much, Patriots.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it
in
a
the
step
galaxy,
further.
right?
I'm going to take it a step further because these lying Republican, local Republicans, they're all in my neighborhood. 8 years, they never once walked in and said, Joe, I love the America First idea. I love the movement. 8 years, you walk right by me. You vote 56% of the time for We the People, America First Policy and Policy Institute. Where are you morons? You know what? If it's up to me, I would put a J6 in any Congress seats. You know what else too? Peter Grill. We'll make Pete Grill the congressman in New Jersey. Pay him $127,000 a year. He could really use it.
Well, I'll tell you what. I want to back you up. I want to back you up, and I just want to say this right now. This is my first time here. You've been in operation for a minute now. This is my first time here at the warehouse. I got to say, this is Patriot HQ. Isn't just for the East Coast. It's for the nationwide. If you're an America-loving patriot, if you love freedom, you got to come down to the America First Warehouse. They got to shake your hand. Thank you for how you've held ground behind enemy lines, because what you're doing here isn't just having a warehouse with all these cool flags and memorabilia. You're providing shelter and home and refuge to people who felt outnumbered, felt persecuted because of their beliefs. So I'm proud of you, my man, and keep up the good work.
We love you, Joe.
Yeah, well said.
Yeah. And you know what? Let me add on that. When the FBI was sniffing my butt like a dog at the park, this is where I came, and we'd feel like $1 million because we're surrounded by people who go, we know you're not domestic terrorists. We know you love the country. We'll get through this. And we were here constantly, my fiance and I, who is allegedly walked into the Capitol with me. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, you're beautiful, amazing Jessica that came here the other day. How's my hair? Is it perfect? Nice?
Look great. I'm looking at you right there.
No, I thought it might have been.
You want a comb?
My hair
Let's just
can't
say
be
I'm
as
liking it a
beautiful
lot.
I might have one.
as the incredible Robert Lego Man Morse. His hair has been growing for what? Since 1975. How did you get it like that? Was it that soft in jail? Shane, can you comment on that?
Yeah, so somebody you never wanted to have in the shower line ahead of you was this man over here. There's going to be a bunch of hair in the drain, and then it's going to take like 3 hours for him to go through his whole evening, night routine, whatever that was. Like
He's not wrong.
Spa treatment.
He's
like,
not wrong. I gotta own that. It took a minute. This is an investment.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Now,
and
they
I'm
didn't
proud of it.
supply you with cream rinse or anything like that. You had to kind of like make your own. Maybe I don't really know. Gino, help me out.
It's a
with
house
this.
recipe.
I have a cream rinse prison joke. I'm not doing it here.
He's not trying to get the tip of the spear.
yeah.
That's where I got it out of.
Just the tip.
Just a tip. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do one more video. All right, guys, we'll do number 7. Let me set it up. Then we'll close out with number 1. This is it's a new segment I just invented called Islamo-Commie Scumbag of the Week.
Oh.
Islamo-Commie.
I love it.
Favorite part
Plenty
of
of
the show.
content there.
That's number 7. You don't have it.
You didn't want to see that scumbag anyway.
It's just a scumbag throwing a bomb at the cops in New York City.
Did you see what CNN said?
Yes.
Did you see that headline?
don't watch
CNN tweeted. I'd have to read it. I'm sure basically they did a teaser tweet where it was a normal day for 2 Pennsylvania youths that went to an anti-Muslim protest, which isn't what it was. Okay, and then it ended with them being arrested. That's all it said. It didn't say they threw a bomb in homage to the bombing at the Patriot Day Marathon in Boston.
Yeah.
They didn't say they wanted to kill millions more, and then they took it. They had to take it down because CNN has lost their way.
CNN
They're
hates
done.
America. CNN hates America.
Hates America.
They're anti-America.
Operation Mockingbird.
You can't call yourself an American if you watch CNN.
No.
Like, really, you can't. You're not an American if you're a Democrat. And frankly, I don't think you can be a Democrat and call yourself a Christian at the same time. Because for what the Democrat Party stands for these days is anti-Christ. So we got, like I said, identify what an American is. They're not a Muslim, and they certainly aren't a Democrat. So we got to figure that out.
I will say, here it is. I will say, I watch CNN clips on YouTube nearly as much as anything now just to see that guy, Scott Jennings, just destroy them. Here it is. 2 Pennsylvania teenagers crossed into New York City Saturday morning for what could have been a normal day, enjoying the city during abnormally warm weather. But in less than an hour, their lives would drastically change as the pair would be arrested for throwing homemade bombs during an anti-Muslim protest outside of Mayor Zohran Mamdani's home. That's what they said. They made it sound like these 2 innocent teens
Casually.
Casually. They
Taking
said
a walk for the park.
enjoying the city. They were enjoying the city.
Yeah.
They went. I'm sorry. What? Yeah, snowballs. Yeah, they went to destroy, to kill people as many as
murderers.
possible.
Wait.
And CNN wrote, They were enjoying the weather. Are you retarded?
Yeah,
That was not a mic,
Are
thank
you?
God, because
Looks
he
on it.
can't afford a new mic, but I'm sure he can get another cheap phone.
I'm out $8 if that breaks. That's galling. It's galling. CNN hates America.
But maybe it was just another day in the park for Muslim extremists.
True.
I mean, they throw a bomb here, a bomb there. You know, just
All right.
another day
Not
in the-
Hey, can you guys give us video number 1 again? It's just so, folks. This again. This is Muslim women.
I got a good feeling this. How did she do it?
It's never
That's
not
better
funny.
at it.
Nothing. Play it again. I won't laugh.
It's
I'm lying.
never not funny. It's
never not funny.
It's always funny. It's you know what? I like that better than watching Antifa. Actually, it's funny when Antifa catches on fire, but I love when the big, fat, blue-haired Gorgons get in front of a car and say, "Stop, you racist!"
You know what I always love watching is that clip of Ethan Nordine just knocking that Antifa dude out.
Yeah.
That
Is
is
that
my
the guy with the
favorite
helmet,
video,
or is
dude.
that-
Yeah.
Punch heard around the
He
world.
just clocks him, dude. It's
Yep.
the most rewarding
And they're
video
always
I've ever seen.
surprised when they get hit. They're like, "Why would you hit me?" Because it's not a cartoon.
You know what? I wanted the guy who beats up like 5 or 6. I wanted to have him on, and he goes, "My lawyer says I shouldn't say a word yet." I go, "He's right. We'll have you on later, folks." Thanks for stepping in. We'll see you next week. Be free, stay free. The J6 Show.
Beacon for all to see, a symbol of hope, a symbol of unity. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free in the America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be. The America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see, a symbol of hope, a symbol of unity. For the patriots of America.